Hey, I'm Tay, and this is how I managed to make this into this. The problem here is that the Hunter Nendoroid has only one faceplate, and this faceplate has the mask on, so you can't take it off. And for an Nendoroid photographer like me, it's almost a tragedy, because one of the main selling points of Nendoroids are changeable faceplates. So I came up with 3 workarounds, 2 of which I will show you. For the first one, you don't need to craft anything, you don't need to buy anything, there are only 2 things you need: the Nendoroid Hunter and the faceplate you want to see on your Hunter. So the first option is to take 2 photos, one with actual Hunter's faceplate and the other with the faceplate of your choice. Please ignore the setup, it's only for the demonstration. I recommend to change autofocus to manual focus. After you took the first photo, it's time to change the faceplate. That's the only tricky part with this method, because it requires you to be super careful not to move the Nendo. In fact, I do move him, yes, but just try not to move him too much. And now we are taking another photo, hoping it will be similar to the first one. It's not perfect, sure, but it might work. So now it's time for the Photoshop magic. So even for the demonstration, I start with dropping the photos into Photoshop, making some standard adjustments. Please notice that I selected both photos, so the changes are applied to both photos. Yes, I'm pretty happy with this one. Now I'm opening them in Photoshop. Then I'm dropping one photo over another in one file. These are not separate files, but 2 layers of one file. Then I change the opacity and trying to find something similar so that they would look nice together. As you can see, I align both photos by the edge of the Hunter's head. Now I see that I failed to keep the angle of the head, but I believe it's not too bad. Now I'm changing the opacity back to 100% and I am adding layer mask with pushed Alt. It creates the black layer mask and the whole photo disappears. Now I'm taking a brush tool with white and I just paint over the first photo, like this. And like this. If you want to see your layer mask, you can see it in the properties, but it's a small thumbnail, or you can push the slash button and check it like this. So this way I see that there are some spots left, and also I want to add very soft edge from here and from here, and that's pretty much it. The new eyes are in place. This example is not perfect, sure, but I did it in just 10 minutes and I'm sure you'll be able to make it even faster, even better by yourself. The second option I have in mind I cannot show you because it's just a suggestion. You may take a polymer clay, take some baby powder, put it over faceplate of the Hunter or any other Nendo and make it yourself. I think that's not a bad option, but you should be careful not to ruin the faceplate you are working with. So please take this advice with caution. I didn't do it, it's just an idea, and so please be careful if you go with this one. Fortunately, I had the third option, the one that is not for everybody, just because not everybody have these 2 girls. These are Hinata and Shirase from Sorayori anime. I made reviews for both of them. I really like the anime, you should watch it if you didn't, but that's not important right now. What's important is the face mask. Both of these girls come with the yellow face mask that fits almost any Nendo, that fits almost any faceplate. So I checked and both Sorayori girls are sold out everywhere in all the shops that I buy from, so I cannot advise you getting them, but maybe you can ask the groups that split Nandos. Maybe someone will be glad to sell you only the mask. So, for the actual title photo of this video, I used this option. That was a nice rainy evening. I had some problem with finding a right angle for the photo. And then I took the photo with Kyoko's faceplate on the hunter's body with the face mask on. Then I put the hunter's original faceplate back and took the photo for the reference. It's really important because in different lighting the colors look different. And for the shot I used two different colored lightings. One was very warm, almost orange, and another one was blue. And in fact that's everything that I needed. All that's left was another case of Photoshop magic. And now it's time for a little revelation. I shot this as a standard quick review video twice, and both times my video files didn't work. I believe it's an issue of the new camera and my hands that cannot work with it, but I got tired from reshooting it and I decided just to focus on this topic. I hope it's interesting for you, but on the other hand, the actual photos that I posted on Instagram and the actual example of this is here. I cannot show you the whole process of making it, but I can show you how it works. First of all, I started with this photo. Then I just added some adjustments. It's the same photo. Then I added another photo that in fact had more light on the lamp. So here it is without the mask. Now I believe you understand why I didn't use it full. And with added layer mask it looks like this. It creates the illusion that lamp is glowing, or at least I hope so. And then there is this little folder that changes the color of the face mask. And in fact it has this much layers. At first I tried to work with some adjustment layers that worked, but I didn't like the result. And then I created a color fill layer with the base color of dark blue taken from the other parts of this photo. I set the blending mode to hue, then I duplicated it, set the blending mode to saturation, and then I duplicated once again and set the blending mode to overlay and lowered the opacity. At first I thought that this result is nice. I'm sure that if I posted this photo like this on the Instagram, nobody would find anything strange about it. But I thought that all the shadows are too bright. So I duplicated the base layer of the photo and put it over everything, made it black and white. You can see it if I change the opacity and the blending mode back to the default ones. And you can see it's actually black and white. But if I put the multiply blending mode and I change the opacity to 60%, it adds the depth to the mask. Now I like it a lot. And that's how I managed to make the hunter from Bloodborne have these sparky eyes. In the end I just had to add a little more adjustment layers to liven up the scene, and that's how it looks. That's the final piece. And that's pretty much it. I like the hunter Nendoroid a lot. He has the aesthetics of the Bloodborne game, of course, and even though I didn't play the game, but I do like watching my friends suffering there, I really like the aesthetics of it. And this Nendo is like an amalgamation of the cuteness and the gothic Lovecraftian style aesthetics. And if you're wondering why I bought the Nendo from the game that I never played and maybe not even plan to, the answer is simple: it's not mine. I must thank my friend first for giving me his Nendo of the Hunter for the review. That never was. Anyway, I hoped you liked this video. This format is not a standard for this channel. and I hope to make more videos like this. To be honest, I'm getting tired from simple review videos. I feel more like an advertiser for the product that I'm not making. So I believe it's better for me to focus on the photo side of Nendoroid photography. And that's why I really hope you liked this one. So there might be no more quick reviews from now on. I will tell you my opinions on new Nendos that I get. I will show you my new photos and I'll try to show you how I made those photos. Hopefully it will be interesting for me to make and for you to watch. So, if you have any suggestions, if you have any thoughts about it, and of course if you have any questions about Nendoroid photography, Nendoroid figures, anything else, leave those in the comments. As always, it's been Pace and Figures, my name is Pei, thank you for watching and bye!